Yesterday I made the decision to make the video on Nkosi Zuma. After this audio clip has been around for some time, I thought the time had arrived to actually test the audience and see how they respond to news like that. Now, throughout the video I was very neutral. I questioned many things, and it is clear that the audience that I currently have, and many of the new people I suspect that haven't watched all my videos and aren't up to speed, would jump to conclusions, not watch the full video and then make comments. And the one thing that I've said before, if you've not watched my full video, do not comment. Your comment becomes pointless because you don't have the full perspective. Now, this is not like any other YouTube video channel. I'm not here for entertainment. I'm here to give you information. The information carries on to the end of the video, so if you haven't watched it to the end, it's best not to comment. Please go and watch the other videos in my series, Question Everything, as well as Moments in Time. If you have not watched them, it'll also be inappropriate for you to comment because the videos tie into each other. If you have not watched the video on Nkosi Zuma and on Cyril Ramaphosa that I referred to, then once again, it'll be silly of you to comment because you do not have the full picture. Go back to those videos, watch them. They are easy to find. I've organized all my videos in playlists. They all have very specific icons for those of you that are new. So go and watch them and open up your mind. Listen with an open mind, because if you base anything you say on mainstream media, your comment is pointless. It means nothing. And if you don't understand that, then this channel is not for you. If you want to give mainstream media information on this channel, it's not going to work because I don't watch TV. I don't have TV. I haven't had a TV for 12 years. My opinion on Cyril Ramaphosa, on Nkosi Zuma, and on Jacob Zuma doesn't come from the mainstream media. My information comes from my sources and what I've experienced personally. There's a big difference. So please, when you want to comment, first watch those videos so you have my understanding of things, how I understand things, because this channel is 00 days. It's not any of the other channels on YouTube. And you will not find the same content here as you find on the other channels. You will not have the same perspective on history that I have and the future on any other channel. You won't find it there. I'm trying to get more people to establish channels, people that are actually properly awake and informed, so that you can get it from other people's perspectives as well, many other people in society, so that we can be an alternative news source when it comes to the things that matters in our lives. Because there's many things in news, that's just news, that has no influence on the future of your kids or the future of your survival within this country. But the news articles that I address only has bearings on your future, and specifically the New World Order ideology and all the agencies that they use and their influence on your and my life. So to all the new subscribers, thank you for subscribing to the channel. For the people watching that haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, go to the playlist and watch the videos. If you don't want to do that, you're not going to find any entertainment here. There's none. There's no entertainment or sensation. You're only going to get truth, hard truth. And often it's going to be things that challenge what's been drummed into you by mainstream media, if that is what you've been following. And I'm not going to blame you for that, but now there's alternative news sources. Many alternative news sources, and I recommend that you start looking at them, considering what they say as well, if you want to look at the mainstream media as well, and then make up your mind accordingly. I'm not trying to convince anyone of anything. I just bring you facts and my thoughts and concepts based on the past and the history, based on what I know. And if you go and watch my channel, you'll see that I have extensive experience in many of the things that I speak of. I'm not going to speak about things that I know nothing about. It's a waste of my and your time. So please, instead of wasting my time too in having to comment to comments that clearly not based on watching what I've said, don't waste my time either and watch the full video. The same way I put time and effort into researching what I've done, the way I put time and effort in the past into getting to know what I know. It's effort. It takes effort. And if people aren't ready, I cannot reveal many other things to you. So after the video on the audio clip for Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, it is difficult for me now to release some of the information that I was willing to release at this time. So I need to wait a bit longer. I need to put out more context before I can start releasing that to you. Because there were over 300 comments that came up, and it's still growing. It's probably over 400 comments now on that video, and the majority of them were misplaced, and that is sad. Those of you that say that you don't trust her, I do not trust her. Why should I trust anyone that's ever worked with New World Order agencies? Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma is either trying to get out of a fix right now. She maybe has a huge campaign against her, and now the only thing she can use is to say, oh, but we know about all these New World Order agencies fighting against us, and now we're against them, and use it as an excuse. It can be an easy cop-out. And I explained that in my video earlier. I made that clear. So for those of you that haven't watched it properly, go watch it again and maybe review your comment, because it's really annoying for me to go through things that make absolutely no sense, and it's clear that the person hasn't watched the video. And considering the amount of time and effort I put into producing these videos, I got up at 4:30 this morning to put that video out early, to just watch it. If you don't want to watch it now, watch it later, but watch everything. If you don't watch everything in my videos, and I can see how much people have actually watched or not, then maybe this is not the right channel for you, because some people have made the effort, and I thank you for it, to sit down and watch things over time so that they can get the full picture. And those people are completely on board. They know exactly what's going on. They could go and do their own research and verify what I'm saying. Not a single person has been able to rubbish what I say, because I work on facts. And mostly it's going to be scientific fact, or it's going to be fact based on what I've seen with my own eyes and experienced. Besides the time that I spent in counter-terrorism intelligence, and I was privy to information that the mainstream public does not have. So it's important that you watch from beginning to end when you have time. I'm not expecting you to do it immediately. To all of my subscribers that understand this already, that watch the videos to the end, I can see those of you commenting there. A lot of you are thinking with me that this is a publicity stunt, that she's probably to run for office later as an independent, and many other possibilities. I support you 100%. I doubt these things with you. If I thought that she has come out clean in any way, I would have said so. But I can never determine that. And that is what I say. What does this audio clip mean? There's a question mark for a reason. What does this mean? Has she actually turned? The thing is, she could have turned, but for what reason? If she turned, was she forced? Did she see this as her only way out? It's the same as the people that formed the Good Party, that stayed and earned fat salaries right up until the end, and all of a sudden now the DA is terrible. But just a week before, they were in the DA earning salaries because the DA put them into their positions. That sickens me. So I can never believe or trust anyone like that, ever. And there's many people in politics like that. So this obviously would be the same situation. I don't believe her or Cyril or any of those people. Any of the people in Parliament right now belong there. None of them belong there. And you can't trust any of them, because they're taking money, blood money, from you and from me. And it's criminal what they are doing. It's that simple. So anyone that thinks that I think that she has turned and that she is in full support of us needs to have their heads read, because I didn't say it once. I don't even think it. But this person in this audio clip, this is what they're purporting. And there was a very important subject at school, and some of you might feel very hurt right now. But sometimes it's good to feel hurt and to think about what you're doing and thinking and saying. And it was called Comprehension. Comprehension studies. Comprehension studies was very important, and most people don't do really well at it. And maybe some people need to go and study again what comprehension is, how you get to comprehend something, how you look at something from beginning to end, look at the in-between, look at the beginning, the middle, the end, and then how to put things together so that you actually get the most out of what you've just observed or read or studied. And comprehension is crucial if you want to understand what is happening on this channel. So, for those of you that aren't familiar with comprehension, please go and look up how you can comprehend or learn something better. I know I studied that extensively while I was at Koeberg. It was something that we had to do continuously, is understand how to comprehend what we see, especially in the instruments that we were monitoring. And we had to become better and better and better at it all the time. It's very, very important that we comprehend what is happening in our country. So this is not a primary school class, this is a serious thing. I mean, at Koeberg, adults were taught how to comprehend things. Highly intelligent adults, people with very high IQs, were taught how to comprehend things properly. So it's important that when you read a mainstream media article, if you monitor or follow the mainstream media, that you learn how to look between the lines. And I hope with what I'm teaching you or showing you or exposing to you on this channel, that you'll be able to discern better what you read, what it means with regards to the New World Order and that ideology and all the different agencies that influence that. Try and implement it within our lives, that you will spot it in the articles, that everything that's said in that audio stream and with regards to facts are accurate. The only thing we question is this woman saying that Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma is fighting for us. We have to question that. But all the other facts that she's laid out is spot on. You won't be able to fault any of them. And yes, she may have excluded many people from that. She didn't go and mention the whole list. But the people that she did mention and what everything that she suggested was spot on. And you can go and do that research yourself independently, because that's what someone does that wants to comprehend something. But I will get very frustrated in future if people continue to comments that are clear that they don't comprehend, that they didn't make the time or effort to comprehend properly what is being said. And once again, I thank those that do make the effort, because it takes effort to comprehend something. It takes effort. And often you need to take your biases, put it in your back pocket, so that you can listen to something with an open mind. And not just think about the next fix, to actually comprehend and get something from what you are listening to. So once again, thank you. We are still racing towards 12,000 subscribers. So the news is getting out there. We've had now almost 4 million viewing minutes. We've had so many different views on the channel. I mean, we're way over 500,000. I think we're heading towards 700,000 right now. And this means that we're reaching hundreds of thousands of people. Soon we'll be reaching millions of people, and this all in under a month. So it really is it's an amazing feat that you have achieved, because you are the team that's made it possible. And I want to really thank you for that. So there's quite a few videos that are coming up today, and I want to release most of them around lunchtime and around 7 o'clock in the evening. I've noticed that the videos that are posted early in the morning, that they generally don't get as much attention, and that makes sense. During the lockdown, when it was tighter, that was the best time to post, was early in the morning, but that's obviously changed. So I will release most of my videos, unless it's news related and it needs to go out immediately. It'll be around lunchtime and then in the evening again, so that you can enjoy those videos and so that the algorithms actually work for us, because without that, the news isn't getting out there. Please continue sharing with your family and friends. And like I did training a week-long training every 6 weeks for as long as I was at Koeberg. And you know, as an adult in your 30s, at the time, it doesn't take humility when you're used to learning continuously to be taught still about comprehension and many things like that, and how to behave, your behavior. Those were normal things at Koeberg and the nuclear industry, and I will still tell you what our training used to be about. And a lot of people will find it very interesting, because in that environment you get very, very high level thinkers. Most of those people have IQs of above 130. They're extremely intelligent people. They do complex work, and to having been part of a team like that and actually learning with them was an absolute privilege. And I would like to transfer some of those skills to you, for those of you that are interested. Like I said, this is not an entertainment channel. You're not going to find entertainment here. You're going to find truth here. And if any of you thinks that anything that I'm speaking is not truth, please let me know. I will evaluate. I've been trained to reevaluate myself continuously. So I second guess myself all the time. And it's a good thing to do. It's not unnatural. It should be natural to everybody. One of the big things we need to do in this country is learn to change when we see that change is needed. And we're in such a period right now. And all I'm trying to do is to convince you to see the light. And the light will show you truth. Because in darkness, nothing can be seen. I thank you. Till the next video.